Do you remember your class chief?
Chief Ryan Kane. Yeah, I do remember that guy.
What was it? Do you know what rate he was?
Oh, he was he spent most of his career as a FS, but then while I was there, he became a CS. Culinary specialist. Yeah. Because, at the end of the program, you basically get to critique it and offer up ways to make it better. We had one warrant officer and one chief. And that was our whole interaction with that side of the Coast Guard. The mess, that was it, basically. And I think all of us came back and said, well, all the experienced guys anyways came back and said, that's not enough. There should be more interaction. There should be more chiefs. Now, don't get me wrong, the base CMC would come around every now and then and say, how do you do? But as far as day-to-day interaction, he was it. And I always really liked him. Again, total straight shooter, whenever anybody struggled, including myself, he gave it to you straight, didn't BS you. He'd break the whole training scenario down and just be like, well, what is wrong? What are you doing? How do we fix this, basically? So I always appreciated someone who was, real, I guess. And I know, never sucked doing push-ups, I guess, for that guy. Because you knew you deserved it, too. You knew it wasn't, he was the only guy who would actually make you feel bad about the thing that you allegedly did. Versus the rest, which is just a game. Right?
He used common sense and actually put it all together for you.
Yeah, and actually he had a pretty cool backstory too. Chief Kane was a company commander for the Coast Guard, and then he had the option to go be the class chief at OCS, and he took it. And his whole line of thought was okay, as a company commander, I get to shape the future. Generations of enlisted personnel, I get to make that kind of impact, which is good and wholesome and worthy. But he rationalized that, at OCS, well, okay, now I can actually try to impact the people who are going to be leading those people, which is also really damn important. So everything he did seemed to carry forth with that mission, if that makes sense.
It does, and I'm glad you had a class chief that actually made that impact.
Yeah, like I said, for all of the BS that goes on in that program, I never felt like it was BS coming from that guy.